Yes, good morning. Uh, Today we are going to see about the client-side programming. That is, example is JavaScript language. So what is a client-side programming? In web technology, the program which is used for executing your web language at the client side on the browser, okay, client-side browser, okay, that is the client-side programming. So it's run on the client machine, it's not run on the server. Example, JavaScript language. So if you take web languages, we have client side as well as server side. So initially we are going to look on client side programming languages. Okay, then we will see the JavaScript client side programming languages introduction. Then then what are the variables in JavaScript, what are the rules for defining the variables in JavaScript. So these things we are going to discuss now. So what is a JavaScript? So JavaScript is used in millions of web pages to improve the design, validate the form, detect the browser, create cookies and much more. So many of the web pages are now built with the client-side pages are built with the JavaScript. So why you are using JavaScript inside your HTML code? Because if you want to perform any validation inside the form, so JavaScript is the fundamental client-side programming, so which will help to create validation. Then it can able to create cookies. Okay, JavaScript will help to create a cookies. So these by using JavaScript, these things has been possible. So that's why we are using JavaScript in web language. Okay, client-side web language. Next thing is it will run on browser. Okay, you know very much the HTML code will run on browser. Similarly, the JavaScript will also run on the browser. Okay, so it will detect the browser. So we have variety of browsers like Mozilla, Google Chrome, Opera. So each and every browsers have some supporting concept of JavaScript that will execute your web language. Okay. Next thing is the JavaScript is the most popular scripting language on the internet, and it works in all major browsers. As I said, it can work in IE, Mozilla, Firefox, Netscape and Opera. So mainly for if you do any validation or any designing to improve the designing, okay, so for that we have to create a runtime script inside the HTML code. So for this purpose we are mainly used a JavaScript. Say for example, if you want to calculate any arithmetic operation, so that thing can be possible with the help of JavaScript. And if you want to perform any student registration form validation or employee registration form validation or any other form validation, so with the help of JavaScript you can be able to do. So what is a JavaScript again? It is designed to add an interactive to the HTML pages. So if you add a JavaScript to the HTML page, the normal static page will become the interactive pages. Okay, so it create an interaction, the page become dynamic. Okay, then JavaScript is a scripting language. So as I said, if you take difference between the normal programming language and scripting language, we have scripting language is a lightweight programming language. Okay, it is used inside the HTML code, or you can create a separate script file. Okay, and you can create the script inside the inside that file. Okay. Next thing is JavaScript consists of lines of executable computer code. So if you take script, there are many set of lines similar to Java. Okay, so each and every execution line has been terminated with a semicolon. Okay. Next thing is JavaScript is usually embedded directly into the HTML pages. So there are many ways, but basically you can use a script inside the HTML pages. Okay, at the header part you can insert the script. Okay, and inside that script you can add the source code of the JavaScript. Okay. Next thing is JavaScript is an interpreted language. That means the script can execute without preliminary compilation. So we no need any compilation here. It is a script interpreter languages, and each and every lines of code is interpreted in JavaScript. Okay. Next thing is everyone can use JavaScript without purchasing a license. So it is a freeware open source. Okay, JavaScript is an open source that can be used by any user. Okay, it can be applied to any browser also. Okay, Mozilla, Google Chrome, or any type of browser that can support JavaScript. Okay, so we no need to purchase any software license for the JavaScript. It's an open source. Next, are JavaScript and Java and the JavaScript will be same? The answer will be no, because if you develop any application, it's standalone application or server-side application, we need the Java language. But if but here you are using JavaScript for client-side scripting. Okay, so the syntax for JavaScript and Java will be differ. Okay, and so both JavaScript or Java are completely different in both concept as well as design. Okay, so Java is developed by the Sun Microsystem. It's a powerful and much more complex programming languages similar to C and C++. Okay, but it's a JavaScript is a lightweight programming language because you are using a script. Okay, that script is embedded in the HTML code. So entirely Java is differ from JavaScript. Okay, the name may be it says sounds similar, but the concept and design will be differ. Okay, again here we are using methods and properties as well as Java also we are using method and properties. Their method and properties for both Java and JavaScript will be entirely different. Okay. Now come to the point how to put the JavaScript into an HTML page. So we know that this is a HTML page because we have the HTML tag. Okay, and markup language, other markup languages we have. Okay, start with HTML inside the body. Okay, then we have created a script. Okay, why you are using a script here is because you are going to create a JavaScript code. Okay, so that's why you are using a script tag. Okay, inside the body, so you can use the script in either header part or in the body part. Okay, or in a separate file. Okay, so in this example it shows the script is inserted inside the body of your HTML page. So next thing is script type. Here within double quotes you have to specify what the script type is. My script type is textual as well as JavaScript I am using. Okay, that's why I am putting as a text / JavaScript. Okay, it's a standard type. Next thing is the script coding here is document.write. Okay, within bracket you are specifying hello world. So what this script will tell to us is it will display hello world message in your body of the HTML. Okay, so if you want to display this message, here we are used a document. It's an object. Okay, write is the method. Okay, it is used to write the content to display in your web page. Okay, the script content here is hello world. Okay, so this is a simple example to create an HTML with JavaScript. So after creating this code, you have to save the file in with the extension .html. Then you can execute in the browser. You will get the body document message as hello world. Okay, so let's try this code by using notepad. Okay, you can use this code in notepad or notepad++. Okay, you can execute this you can edit the code in notepad or notepad++, and you can execute this code in browsers. Okay. So I will show how to install the Notepad++ and how to edit the code in Notepad++, then execute it. Okay. You simply type it as Notepad plus plus let's change the date. Okay. What happened? Okay, go for the normal Notepad. Okay, I will tell in the next session. So due to internet is not working, I am not able to tell how to install the Notepad++. Just write the HTML code. It is given. Okay, inside HTML code you type the body. Okay, then start your script. Give the type is equal to, what is the type here is text slash your JavaScript. Okay. Then what is the message I am going to display is hello world using a document object, and the method is write. So within double quotes, so always the JavaScript should end with semicolon. Okay. So you have to notice the semicolon is must for executing your JavaScript. Then close the script. So this is an example for your embedded. Your script is inside the HTML code itself. So that's why you're typing the script code inside the HTML code itself. So that's why it comes under the category of embedded JavaScript. Close the body, then finally close your HTML code. So save your file, go to all files and save, give the file name as some sample with extension HTML. Okay. Now we have the icon change to the default browser setting. Just double click the browser, you see the script executes the hello world JavaScript hello world message. Okay, this is a sample coding which says how to put the JavaScript into an HTML page. So this execution takes place at the client side. So I am not giving any request to the server side. So I am doing the operation at the client side, that is the client browser itself. Okay, so that's why we are using JavaScript as the client side scripting language. Okay. So as I said, so you have to end each and every statement inside the JavaScript with a semicolon. Okay, similar to the traditional programming languages like C++ and Java, each code statement has to end with a semicolon. Okay, it says the program termination. Okay, so many programmers continue this habit when writing the JavaScript, but in general the semicolons are optional. However, the semicolons are required if you want to put more than one statement on a single line. So that means whenever if you want to execute a method, okay, or if you declare the variable, okay, so that time we have to create a semicolon. So when it is needed, you can apply the semicolon. For a control statement like if, you should not apply. Okay, then for, okay, this for the control statement you should not apply the semicolon. So that's why semicolons are optional. Okay, you can put more than one statement on a single line. So how to separate each and every statement is you can use the semicolon, okay, as the end of the statement. Next thing is now we are going to discuss the concepts inside the JavaScript. Next thing is JavaScript variable. So what is a variable? Generally the variables is used to store the data. Okay, so we have seen in C, C++, Java. On now in JavaScript also we are using a variable. Okay, this means to store the runtime data. Okay, we need a variable. Okay, so what is a variable? Is a container for information you want to store, and variables value can change during the script. Okay, you can able to change the variables value. Okay, you can refer to the variable by, how you can refer the variable by name. Okay, and name is equal to value. Okay, you can change the value. Okay, you can change the variable value. Suppose say for example you are assigning a variable name as x equal to 10. Okay, next you are assigning x equal to 15, you can change its value. Okay, so how you can refer that value by variable name? So in this example, x is the variable name. So what are the general rules for defining the variable names are? So variable names are case sensitive. Okay, so in Java and as well as in JavaScript, the variable names should be case sensitive. That means, see here, these two variables will not be same, even though they have the same name. Here this is a lower character, it is an upper character, so both variables are entirely different in JavaScript. So they must begin with the letter or underscore character. So the beginning of the variable name should start with either letter or underscore character. Okay, that is another rule. Let's see operators. What are the various operators available to perform an operation inside the JavaScript? Okay, so the basic thing is arithmetic operations. See here, these all operators are arithmetic operators. Say for example, plus denotes the addition operator, minus indicates subtraction, multiplication, division, modulo, increment and decrement operators. These combinations of operators have been used for arithmetic. Okay, so how you are going to represent the addition? See here, you are going to create a variable x and y. Then if you want to add, you put it as x plus y. Okay, so plus operator will act on these two operand, and the end result will be the value is added 2 plus 2. The end result will be 4. So similarly for these the results will be obtained based upon the operators which is given for these variables. Say for example x minus y, 5 minus 2, 3, 5 into 4, 20, okay, 15. The division slash 5 denotes what is the value? 3, and 5 slash 2 says 2.5. Okay, and 5 modulo 2, the modulo is used for remainder. Okay, the 5 modulo 2, the remainder value will be 1. 10 modulo 8, the remainder value will be 2. Okay, and 10 modulo 2, the remainder value will be 0. Okay, so these are the modulus operator. Okay, next thing is increment as well as decrement operator. As you see in C++, C and Java, you have increment as well as decrement operator. Similarly, you can use x plus plus, that denotes x equal to x plus 1. X minus minus indicates x equal to x minus 1, decrement by 1, increment by 1, that is x equal to 6, decrement by 1 is x equal to 4. So these kinds of arithmetic operators can be used for arithmetic operation in JavaScript. Next thing is assignment operator. So you have to use equal operator, okay, the plus equal to, minus equal to, star equal to, slash equal to, modulo equal to. So these are the combinations of assignment operator, okay, which is same as, see here, x equal to y, which is same as x equal to y, x plus equal to y, that denotes, it can be it is same as what, x equal to x plus y, okay. So it's a simple, for x equal to x plus y, this is a simple step for the same x equal to x plus y, okay. So x minus equal to y is similar to x equal to x minus y, okay. X slash equal to y is similar to x equal to x slash y. X modulo equal to y is similar to x equal to x modulo y. So we can either use this kind of operators, otherwise you can use this plus equal to, minus equal to, star equal to, slash equal to operators, okay. So both will give the same result. Next thing is comparison operator. To compare any two value, we have to go, we are using the comparison operator, that is equal to the then one is equal to, checks for both value as well as type. Next thing is not equal to, okay. The next one is greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. So if you want to compare any two variable values, so these kinds of operators has been used. Let me take one example. See here, equal to, see here, the left hand side is not equal to right hand side, so the condition is false, okay. It returns the false state, it returns the boolean condition, that is a return false, okay. Suppose you have in this part we have 5, then returns false, okay. Next thing is see here, x equal to 5, y is equal to 5, okay. Suppose you are comparing the value, then 5 is equal to 5, returns the true. Suppose you are comparing value as well as type. See here, x equal to 5, it is a normal integer type, but x equal to y is equal to 5, it comes to the string type. So this type is differ from, x type is differ from y type. That's why you are using, if you want to check both type as well as value, okay, then you have to use is equal to operator here, okay. So ultimately it will return returns false because y is having string type, okay. Within double quotes you are giving string type. String type is not matched with the integer type, okay. So 5 not equal to a, condition is true, returns true. 5 is greater than 8, returns false. 5 is less than 8, returns true. 5 is greater than or equal to 8. So you also additionally you are taking equal to operator, okay. So 5 is greater than 8 is condition true, but what happen if you are giving equals, it should be equal to 5. So that's the condition here is false, okay. So these collective operations operators are used for comparing the variable values, okay, as well as the type. Next thing is logical operator. So if you want to compare more, if you want to compare two expression, more than one expression, then you are going to use logical operator. So see here, what are the various logical operator? Logical AND, logical OR, logical NOT. So how it is applied? See here, we have one relational operator, that is a comparison operator is less than, and another comparison is greater than. So if you want to take both conditions, okay, you go for the logical AND, okay. So here x equal to 6 and y is equal to 3. So the condition here is 6 is less than 10, condition is true, and y is greater than 1, that is 3 is greater than 1. So condition true. So if in logical AND, what is the truth table says here is if both left and right properties are true, then automatically it will return the true value. So here both results will be true, that's why it returns true. So if one thing, if one of the condition get false, ultimately it will give the return as false in logical AND. So whereas in logical OR, any one of the conditions is true, in logical OR, this is a logical OR, any one of the condition is true, then it returns the true value. Other, if both conditions are false, then it returns false. See here, x equal to 6, y is equal to 3. So using equal to operator, you are going to check in left side as well as in right side. See here, 6 is equal to 5, condition false. Next, y is equal to 5, condition false. 3 is not equal to 5, condition false. So both case is false, automatically the return will be false. Next example is not operator. So see here, how it is denoted is using exclamatory mark. Okay, it denotes the not operator. It should be declared before the condition. Okay, see here, x equal to 6 and y is equal to 3. 6 is equal to 3, condition is what? False. Okay, so condition is false. So what happened? You are using not operator. So if it is false, then not operator means it returns inverse. It returns inverse. So false means it will returns true. Okay, if it is true means it returns false. Okay, that is the use of logical operator. So one more example in JavaScript is you already seen about this document.write hello world. This message will be displayed in HTML body, whereas there is some other property. Okay, there is a window property that will display the message like a message box when you use window.alert in your script. What happened? A message body a window will appear and the message you are given in the alert, that will be appeared inside the box. Okay, so what is the use of alert is it will create a box. Okay, the script which is used to create a box, okay, is alert. Okay, window.alert. These comes under Windows properties. Okay, so ultimately alert box will be created with the what content it will be created. Hello world will be content will be created in the alert box. Whereas in this example, the hello world message will be created in the HTML body itself. There will be no window box will be appeared. Okay. So you can separately use the variable execute hello world and you can pass that variable to the method. Otherwise, see here you can use plus operator to concatenate two string here. The first string is Java is concatenated with X value script. So what is the output here is JavaScript. Okay. So let's see the close picture of the alert box. Okay, so what is an alert box? An alert box is often used if you want to make sure the information comes to the user. Okay, the information which is come to the user in a box representation, like a window box representation. So when an alert box pops up, okay, you see the pops up, the user will have to click OK to proceed. Okay, so when you click OK, then alert box will get disappear. Otherwise, it will be appeared in the appeared in your browser. Okay, so how to create an alert box is the script here is window.alert or simply alert. Okay, with the within the parentheses you have to create the message. Okay, so basically if you want to create an alert messages, this alert box, this alert script is used. Suppose if you want to get an input from the user, okay, then this alert box is not suited. Okay, suppose if you want to give the values inside the box, that thing is not possible in alert box. So whatever the information you have given inside the alert box, that will be appeared. Simply you have to give OK to proceed for the next step. Next thing is a confirm box. The confirm box is often is used if you want the user to verify or accept something. So there is two choices to confirm. One is OK and another is cancel. If the user want to accept, then the user have to press OK in the confirm box pop-up. Otherwise, the user has to click cancel to avoid that input. Okay. So if the user clicks OK, the box returns true. If the user clicks cancel, the box returns false. Okay, so the confirm box is differ from the alert box. Okay, here you are using OK as well as cancel. If you want to confirm it, you can apply OK. If you want to not confirm it, you can go for the cancel. So these are the boxes available. There is one more box is available, that is a prompt box. So what is use of prompt box is if the user want to input the value before entering a page, so that's a prompt box. So the prompt box is often used to used if you want the user to enter a value. Say for example, the box, inside the box, if you are giving any value, then you are giving OK or cancel. Okay, then this kind of boxes, prompt box should be created. How the prompt box should be created? Again, you have to use the JavaScript to create a prompt box. Okay, so if the user clicks OK, the box returns the input value. What is the difference between the confirm box and the prompt box is the confirm, inside the confirm box it won't ask any user input, whereas in prompt box it will ask for the user input, then it will confirm, then only it will based upon the user input only the OK and cancel button will work. Okay, suppose the user returns the input value through that box. Okay, it is submitted to the program through OK. If the value is not supported, okay, then user clicks simply the cancel button. Okay, then the box returns null value to the coding. Okay. So where you can apply the validation is generally in this example. The validation, see here inside a form we have username, email, confirm email, password and confirm password. So these are some form validation concept. Okay, so you can apply JavaScript to obtain the input values, and based upon the input values the form validation will be occurred. Suppose your email ID is mixed with .com or some representation, then definitely validation will be JavaScript validation program will execute, and it will create a alert message. So alert message will be created so that the user will see the alert messages. So you have missed the @ symbol in the email, so again the user will enter the email ID correctly. So these things has been taken place in the form validation with the support of alert. Okay, then alert message. Okay, the validation takes place. Let's see the variable as well as statement demo.
To the second beginning tutorial on JavaScript. Now, in the last video I said we would be using Notepad throughout the series, but I kind of changed my mind because it's a little bit easier to use Notepad++.
So in this author used Notepad. Okay, either you can use Notepad++ or Notepad. What is the difference here is in Notepad we doesn't have any menus, okay, and there is no color representation and all for the tag. So you can install the Notepad in your system, and you can type the go to the file and go to the new and create an HTML code, and type your HTML code as well as script code inside the Notepad++. So you can edit easily in Notepad++, and as well as you can execute this coding in a browser. Okay. This example says how the statements has been created in HTML code. Okay, using JavaScript. Okay.
Plus with JavaScript. Now, if you want to use Notepad, that's not a problem. You can continue to do that. But if you want to use Notepad++, it's very easy to download and it's a very quick install. In fact, if you open up your browser and go to Google and just type in Notepad++, you'll see it comes up very quickly here. And you can just hit this download link right here. And as I said, it's a very, very quick install. Now, once you open up Notepad++, I want you to go ahead and copy this template right here, because this is going to be the default template that we'll use throughout the series. And then I want you to go ahead and save as, and then save it as a HTML document. And I just saved it on my desktop. So we'll be reusing this code over and over again, this basic template. Now, as I said in the last video, our JavaScript code goes between our script element tag. This is an HTML element tag. So we have an opening tag and a closing tag. And then everything in between is our JavaScript code. Now, this is going to be a basic video. We're just going to get started here with some very simple JavaScript code and also explain statements. Now, as I said, all of our JavaScript code will go between the script element tags. And this is usually the place you will put your JavaScript code. Now, there are some other places you can actually put your JavaScript code, and we'll get into that in later videos. But for now, we're going to go ahead and put our JavaScript code right in here. And of course, there's the body HTML tags, and all of our web content goes in here, in this area. So let's go ahead and write some JavaScript code. Okay, so what I want you to do now is type out document.write. And then I want you to type in parenthesis, and we'll get into that later on what this is. But essentially, this is a function. And basically what this allows us to do is write out any HTML content to our web page. And I'll show you that in a minute. It's going to be very simple. And inside, I want you to put quotes, and we're just going to use the very famous hello world, which is usually used in someone's first program. So we'll use that here. And then we're going to end this with a semicolon. Now, since this video is about statements, this entire line of code is referred to as a statement. And what is a statement? Think of it as a little bit of code that does some work for us, some computations. So that's what a statement is. Now, you could have hundreds of statements in your JavaScript code, and we will eventually get to that later on. Now, to end a statement, you always use a semicolon, and then you move on to the next statement. So let's go ahead and run this, and we'll launch this in IE. Now, you might get a message down here that says allow blocked content. And so just go ahead and hit that. And so there you see our document.write has printed out hello world for us. And so if we decided to add more code, this is going to be fake code, we would put another semicolon, that's how statements work. They go in a top-down order. So again, the semicolon ends each statement. And actually, let's go ahead and get rid of these because we don't want to save that. So in the next video,
Okay, so with this I conclude my JavaScript the statement demo video. Okay, so you can either use Notepad or Notepad++. In this, the author explains the Notepad, using Notepad++, the author explains about the how to display the statement. Okay, with the help of the method, the write method, and the object name is document, and the statement should be ended with the semicolon. Okay, so if you type, you can notice that if you type the method and you can see the list box will appear. So what is the list box says? Document dot the list box will say the what are the methods available for the object document. Okay, so that's that thing is possible in Notepad++. So you can use Notepad++ to write the JavaScript to use the built-in object property methods and properties. Okay, so how to execute this? You can use the run menu, and you can launch the browser. Okay, you can see the execution of this HTML code in the browser. Thank you.